empty. It is time, Tasteless. Cella, can he stay alive?
I don't know, man. Maru Prime. He's like baby or Flash right now.
I know, right?
He already did that little Gosu Pro Gamer wrist curl.
Yeah, this is like, you know, when you start young, your brain just learns faster. They've done studies, I swear it. I'm not making this up. So,
are you sure that wasn't some strange Korean mythology for why? for why 20-year-olds wouldn't want to stay locked in a Korean pro team house all the time? Because I'm pretty sure that was actually the mythology behind that.
But yeah, you know, he's so young, starting this young in StarCraft 2. Long professional career ahead of him.
Yeah, if this guy's as good as he looked in that previous game.
Yeah, you look quite good. There's nothing at all wrong with his play, even though, you know, I think the loss was more Cella playing poorly than Maru playing excellently.
I think you're totally right. And apparently this is entry ramp number 4. Is it number 4 on all of them? It's number 3 over here. Take a look at this map making. Number 2, number 1.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. It's very interesting.
Up at ramp number 2.
Ramp number 2 over here. Let's go to ramp number 2.
Yeah, if we look at the Zerg base real quick. He actually used the Overlord trick.
Did he use the extractor canceled?
Yeah, he canceled an extractor
and
used the Overlord trick.
Explain that to everybody at home.
All right,
that's a no.
What you do with that is you get the max supply with Zerg, and then you go ahead and use a drone to make an extractor because it's very, very cheap. And then you make another drone, and you cancel the extractor, so you get a red supply. You get 11 of 10. But the thing is, it's better to make an Overlord on 9. Your economy is actually better overall to do that by about 10 minerals. A lot of people have tested it, and I'm taking their words for it because everyone has come to the same conclusion that you should, in fact, Overlord on 9. So someone needs to go ahead and tell Cella that. Maybe I'll tell him that.
Yeah, that's not the most efficient pattern.
And you really do need the most efficient possible patterns that you can possibly get.
It's all about getting ahead in StarCraft 2, just like StarCraft 1, every step of the way.
That's right.
It's these little things that get you far ahead. I mean, you know, oftentimes I'll see players who don't actually, for instance, make sure that all their drones are mining the closer middle patches instead of the later ones at the start. And they're like, well, it doesn't really matter. It's just a centimeter on the screen. I'm like, well, guess what? If I have 100 little things that I've done to get me ahead,
you're going to be way ahead.
I'm way ahead of you.
That's right. So you really have to do every little thing possible. That's where APM starts coming into play when people get way good at the game.
Yeah.
You need to be able to do all these little tiny things to get ahead. So. Yes. Second gas going up already.
Refinery over here. Instant transfer over there. Maru Prime. How many people are in Prime? Seriously, I feel like
There's a lot of Prime players. You know, I think I could easily name 10 that I can remember off the top of my head.
Whoa.
Proxy Factory.
What the devil? He's up to something.
I like.
Take a look at that.
Yeah. I don't know why it's right there next to the wall. That's a little bit.
Would be scary if you were the SCV and you just walked off the side and floated into space.
I know, right? And if this was StarCraft 1, you could probably cancel and you'd fly across the screen into your opponent's base. Scout everything in there.
Were so buggy that back then. We see an expansion coming up here for the Zerg. Now, what do you think? What do you think about the factory? Hellions right away. I mean,
yeah, you know, he's showing a.
He's going to get a Reaper, so he could do some Reaper Hellion harassment. Now, both those things really dominate Zerglings.
Yeah,
and, you know, he's going to get the creep up here later. So getting second colonies up is going to, of course, be a little bit later.
That's right, but it looks like he's lifted off the factory.
Oh, he's going to get Hellions inside the base.
You know, Cella really should have an Overlord Scout pattern that deals with this. This is actually something really important with Zerg.
Yeah.
You have to create scout patterns which are going to be able to scout anything like this, like floats, like proxies, stuff like that. And it looks like he, in fact, does not have one. So Maru might get way ahead by making just 2-3 Hellions running in and suddenly killing a whole bunch.
You know what's so smart about this is he's baiting the Zerglings over here with the Reaper. Meanwhile, he doesn't know that Hellions are actually making inside of his expansion. He's going to send Hellions over here to take out the drones. Meanwhile, there's really not a lot of defense over here, just nothing but drones. He gets maybe 2 or 3 Hellions over here. He can wipe out everything.
Yeah. No, this is just cool play here. And look at that! Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to go to Starport Vikings. And you know what?
This reminds me a lot of that original StarCraft 1 build where you get the factory float with vultures and then go double port raid.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what we're seeing here, Tasteless. That was actually very intelligent.
Thank you.
Thank you for that insight.
Thank you. You and my mom both always tell me I'm so smart. Thank you so much.
Right. Well, at least one of us is right. All right, a couple Hellions going up into the main base. How many drones can he get? This is going to be really important.
Uh-oh,
All right.
uh-oh.
Flaming those drones.
Already 2 down. He could actually get 4 right here.
Oh!
Another 1 bites the dust. He needs to get another good shot over here. And 1 more! He can get 1 more shot.
Oh! Burns those drones like I do my peanut butter toast in the morning.
That was pretty brutal, man. I think he actually could have done a lot more damage there. He didn't really do that
I
much.
feel like he could have gotten 2-3 more drones.
Yeah.
You know, you have to target just right.
There's a little...
So important.
You know what? We can see him even with the Fog of War on.
Little baby dreidel.
The Automaton
this.
2000. Excuse me.
Look at this.
Apparently, I can't read.
Yeah.
Roach push here. Actually, you know, if he doesn't really have anything to defend too well,
have a bunker.
Just okay. Oh.
And if he can take this down, it's going to be absolutely huge. Sends out a mule to repair. Does not work. Wasted mule right there. All right, and now, oh my. This is actually really big. Cella, very nice attack right here. And Maru flying back with his Vikings. Will they be able to help? Speedlings coming in. I don't know if these Vikings are going to be able to hold this off.
Damn. Yeah, I think he just wasn't quite prepared. By the way, that was pretty slick play, though, dropping the mule right away to use the repair ability.
Yep.
I
Not
was
quick
actually...
enough, though.
Yeah.
And look at this. His supply is going to get blocked with the killing of that depot. That's a pretty good move.
He's got to keep these Vikings alive. SCVs surrounding here trying to repair. You might want to use those SCVs to attack instead.
Wow, I don't understand the liftoff there.
Yeah, that was. I almost wonder if that was a misclick.
That was totally the wrong move to do. But looks like he will end up killing all of these roaches.
Oh,
Still,
nice save.
If we look at the unit counting station real quick, his SCV count very, very low. Luckily, the mules will help him to get back in there. But still,
considering mules are like the best unit in the whole game.
Yeah, man, they are really
so good.
I really liked that attack.
You know, this is a bad rally point here, too.
Yeah, that's not a very
There's
good rally.
actually a mistake here. Cella,
not a very important place in the map.
If
right
put
there.
any further, they would actually just jump off into space. What's actually in this window over here? Look at that.
Oh my God, it's a drop ship.
There's a drop ship.
No wonder this is such a Terran map.
There's a medevac in there he could actually get out and use. God, they really make sure these maps are detailed. Now, I don't know about this here. He needs to fly back and actually defend. He's going to lose this again. He could, I guess, try to drop a mule again if he has the energy to do it.
I do like this. You know, lose a couple circlings, yeah, but he's stalling out those Vikings from going to his base and killing
all these overlords.
Yeah,
here.
he has a lot of overlords. He really needs to get that overlord speed upgraded ASAPly, but it's not even upgrading it, so okay.
Okay. He's going to move out now. Oh, creep.
That's good.
He's not going to be able to keep these guys around. That overlord creeped himself when he saw these, excuse me, I don't know why I'm calling him Hellion. These Vikings move in here.
And Hydras are out, though.
Take a looky here.
Ooh.
That is sexy. Damn.
Wow.
Siege tank and siege mode on the high ground.
You know,
this guy is everywhere.
Many moves that I have
This
not
is actually
seen.
the best Terran player I've seen in the tournament so far. To be totally blunt,
he seems pretty good. You know, I really like some of Tank Boy's micro that we saw, and of course we saw Maka, who just crushes opponent. So I don't know if I'm going to say the best, but I definitely like what I'm seeing from him.
I'm almost more impressed with just the adroitness in the handling of how he's done this stuff so far.
It is quite adroit.
It's adroit handling, man.
Indeed. And I really love, look at this. He's going to kill any spotters that can possibly see this.
God.
Obviously, he's not going to go for any mutilisks.
Destructible rocks are still not taken out here, and it looks like he might even go for the gold expansion, so we don't know the full value of this. But, oh, wait a minute, he can hit this
so
from
strong.
here.
What a good move
my
here
God.
by Maru Prime. And, you know, Cella, he has got to not be happy at this point, feeling that siege tank rain down its fiery power of the gods upon his extractor.
He is actually going to go ahead and counterattack down here. And does he have enough to defend?
Oh, bunker going up now?
Kind of
a funny place bunker.
And as you guys may have known, the Marauder is known as a fire bear in Korea.
That's right, it's a fire bear guy.
There's the fire bear guy. And we're not even kidding, actually. All the Korean names
not all,
are different.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, well, a huge, vast majority. Interesting bunker placement, out of range of the roaches, but I don't know if he can defend these deeply. He's going to bring the SCVs over here.
Those Hydras might do huge damage.
It might do terrible damage. Moving in here. Takes out the Marauders. It's actually unclear if the Hydras can actually win this battle. A lot of it's going to depend if the bunker stays alive.
gets that bunker, and the Hydras are going to be cleaned up by all those Vikings, but Hydra's actually really great against Vikings. They kill them very fast. The repairing SCVs on that bunker actually just saved the game for Maru. If he had not been repairing with that many SCVs, if he had one less SCV, I feel like that battle would have been a lot different. He would have lost at least half his Vikings there, and that would have been a very bad thing.
As you can see by this white circular line, this represents the radius the tank can do damage
hit the
in.
hatch.
But at least he can get these 2 mineral patches.
And
This is an expansion that only has this many minerals.
Drone wanted to go over and be a quicker, more efficient miner. Didn't work out for him.
Yeah, too ambitious, Drone.
That Hydra?
That Hydra also too ambitious.
That was not a hunter-killer.
That was not a hunter-killer indeed. You can see he's going to try to slip these Hydras over here. He's got to be careful, though, because, oh my god.
Hydra's getting slam-izzled.
Oh! Nice. Gets it out of there. Hydras deal damage so fast in this game.
They are like machine guns, man. Slow machine guns.
Vikings doing everything this game.
Yeah, the Vikings, they are such a mobile unit. You know, there's so many different uses you can have with them. He's defended like 2 big attacks, killed a lot of overlords, spotted for the tank. Is there anything a Viking cannot do?
I don't know. Imagine if it could repair.
Imagine if it could also mine like a mule. Wow.
That would be interesting.
It's like we finish each other's sentences.
It's like we finish each other's sentences
at the exact same time.
There we go.
Almost.
I'll try it again tomorrow.
Yeah, people will forget by then.
Command Center lane over here now. Terran's actually, been a little bit late on the expansions. With Zerg already getting expansion up here. And sometimes this can happen with strategies like this where Terran almost overcompensate. They do a little bit too much damage without actually making sure their own economy's up and running. And eventually when Zerg, when the smoke clears and the Zerg's done with the attack, the Zerg is actually ahead. And that might
occur.
That might be Cella in this case. He's going to go for, looks like 2 siege tanks here. I think he needs to get Marines and Marauders here to deal with the Hydras.
Yeah, siege tanks deal very well with them. Also, Marines deal very well with them. Marauders, okay. But, I feel like Cella right now should maybe think about, expanding again or getting drop tech. And yes, there are Vikings around, but when the Vikings are on the other side of the map, you do a little drop. It can be very, very good because this guy, it's going to be a while before he moves out. So you have to be ready with something big to hurt him with.
Looks like we don't have any drop upgrades just yet.
Oh, look at that, though. He is getting a Nidus Worm. And you know how much people love Nidus Worms, man. That is the answer.
I wonder if he's going to, whoa, canceled. Second thoughts. I'm too nervous. I can't be a Nidus Worm. It's too much commitment. Cella seems to be a little bit shaken up from what we've seen so far.
But, I really like the position he's in here. He's got a lot of drones. He's got a lot of economy on these 3 bases, spreading creep a little bit. I think that spreading creep is one of the first things that go when people are nervous. You really do not see a lot of creep spreading by nervous players.
Well, look at what he's got. So many overlords just right over this area.
And the creep tumors just have not pushed up nearly as much as they could have.
No, he's just late on it. So, Cella now adding the barracks. He's got several siege tanks.
Yeah, he's going to want to be careful, though. If he moves out now, I feel like Cella could maybe just go ahead and bop him.
You get bopped, man.
Yeah, don't want to get bopped.
You don't want to get bopped in this
game. Look like a clown if you get bopped.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's our Starcraft slang. A lot of the EG guys use that. Been bopping clowns on BattleNet.
That's right.
By the way, we have the expansion coming up here landing. So now the Terran is really putting the Zerg in an uncomfortable position. The Zerg has to expand again. Is he going to try to engage? That would be foolish.
I hope not. That would be foolish. SCV picnic is over. They are now mining.
He spent so much time moving this army around. I don't feel like he's not spreading creep. He does have infestors out, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do with infestors. I mean, he could try fungal growth, but I mean, the spread here is pretty clean. He's got bunkers as well.
Somewhat underused tactic is they can, while burrowed, throw those infested Terrans up. So sometimes people do that when there's a lot of tanks that are siege.
Splash damage. Yeah, use splash damage against them.
Could maybe see something like that. Look at that, Maru Prime. I love it. Putting 3 depots right there.
Sick.
That is actually, I'm beginning to really like this kid.
Yeah,
that is such a solid place to put 3 depots. It's so great. He can't be harassed there now. That's it. Cannot harass there. Sorry, not going to happen. Nope.
No, I mean, there's no way. I mean, he's not. this front's not going to be broken. I mean, just like StarCraft 1,
so
the Terran strong
tanks.
point is that you're not going to be able to attack them. You're pretty much going to have to go around the Terran's army. Here we go, another expansion. So, Cella, by the way, Wera, a very notable team out here, is moving out and about on the map.
And he's making a lot of Bionic right now. Looks like he wants to just go Biotank with the Vikings he has. Pretty neat unit comp.
Well, he's going to be pushing pretty soon here. He can actually just drop the Vikings because, do we have any threat of Broodlords? It doesn't look like it.
He does have
a Spire, but no Greater Spire. So
Ultras Cavern.
Ultras. And Zerg doesn't have a ton of gas.
That's right.
But he does have enough to get a few Ultras. Over here we have a drop.
Oh, very nice drop. I see no drones over there.
Well, as you can see, the Marines have a lot of kills on him.
The drones were sent to the expansion. Doesn't look like he lost them. But, you know what I really like about this Ultra Tech is he has these infestors already. And the thing is, fungal growth, and you send the Ultras in, and suppity. Get out.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it just runs them over.
Yeah, but a lot of siege tanks, you know. Ooh, you don't want your Ultras evaporating before they get there, so.
Okay, another drop over here. Nice, takes out the tanks. And as you can see here, the Roaches are cleaning up a siege tank up here on the high ground. If he doesn't get an Overlord over there, he can actually take that out.
He is getting drops now. I do approve.
There we go.
And look at this, killing more drones.
Very
stopping
nice.
mining at the gold base, a very powerful move.
This Terran is so good.
Yeah, man, he's actually really, really, really good. He even flowed to the command center's main to save some money. I mean, there's nothing about his play I don't like.
I mean, this is one of these moments where you can really see.
And it looks like he's going to move out, though. He's moving out. He's moving out.
My God, here it comes.
And I haven't seen any Banelings from Cella, so those Marines are going to be way more powerful than we normally see Marines. But he does have the fungal growths, so if he can land 2 fungal growths in there, all those Marines will just die like they would not.
It would, you might be an Ultralist, but you should not be going over there. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, he's got to be so careful here. These tanks will just completely destroy that Zerg army.
Some moments like this, I can almost wish I could zoom out just slightly because the scope of this is actually huge. To see the angle. That Zerg's going to try to come in from 2 angles. No, that's actually just Overlords. 1 angle.
Oh, the Hydra's in the front. That's not how you want to do it, Cella. A nice fungal growth, though. Siege tanks cleaning up. And wow, that was not the way to engage.
Oh my God,
army.
I think that's it.
That was the anti-way to engage.
I think that is actually, this is going to be it. I think he's going to get completely squashed by the amount of Terran army troops that are over here.
Nice Ultra right there, though. Doing some good splash damage against the Marines. Killed by a tank volley.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Zerg tries to counterattack over here. Could actually prove to be pretty effective. We don't see a ton of Terran units over here in the main. But this blob in the middle of the map, I don't know if he can actually deal with it. There's a lot more Zerglings and stuff. Everything's moving around here.
Oh, apparently we have some loud background music. We'll have that go down after the match.
We will turn down. Hey, we will turn down the background volume music after the match. Thank you. We are very sorry about that. Keep us noted about stuff like that.
Yep.
And we will try to talk a little bit louder so you guys can hear everything.
And look at this. The siege tank's going up. A lot of Ultras up there.
Uh-oh.
If he can manage to kill all these siege tanks and a nice flank. Oh, wow. He is actually coming back at this point. Ultras, so strong.
What?
And GG out of nowhere.
No way.
It really looked like he had the critical mass. Maru did to take that out. Holy check.
Holy check.
Look at that. People are going to go crazy about that. I know that he says that a lot during his stream. So,
they said there was the game volume, the music that was too loud?
The music. Okay. Turn the music down, not the master volume.
Okay. I started doing that, and then I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? All right, I'm going to turn this down to turn that down to 30. Let us know if that's not good enough. Whoa, everything happens so fast. I like that. I like him holding some personality there.
That's right. All right. He definitely has personality, if nothing else.
What's funny is, looked like Terran was not going to lose that, and then
Yeah, no, he had this massive units that seemed just about indestructible. And, there was a counterattack where he had to lift off that command center. But then he just got crushed by really good flanks by Cella out of kind of nowhere. He did have some hatcheries that weren't in the way. So, pop out a few ultras and just kind of whittle it down. There weren't a lot of medevacs, so the Marines never really regained
That's
their health.
actually a very true point. There were no medevacs, so even though he survived the first few attacks, eventually you can only stem so many times with Marines and Marauders before, one or two Ultralisk attacks. That's
hugs.
How they do it.
Ultralisk hugs.
Ultra hugs. Just
we do have reduced
army.
violence checks, so Ultralisk
we do.
hugs.
They're not Ultralisk impales or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just going to wipe everything out that you have. So I think had he cut down on the Vikings, I think, and after a while and gotten a few more medevacs. He had no medevacs for that main army, and we're starting. Let's go.